was designated one of the most likely descendants. And we did reinter that individual right close to where it was unearthed. But in 1947, when John Orwell started planting vineyards in there, it was probably in excess of 100 mortars and pestles and different items that were removed. I have testimony on that from both Frank Solano and Asu Salcido, who would get so upset because they'd have to get off the tractor and move a mortar out of the way, get back in the tractor, go 10 feet, and do the same thing all over again. It's really surprising the number of mortars and pestles that came from the old village site of my ancestors that we have here in my mom's garage.
That we just collectively allow our energies to be thankful. I am Canyon Sayers-Roods from Indian Canyon, and Indian Canyon is a safe haven, has always been a safe haven, pre and post-contact. When I say post-contact, that is during the missions. My ancestors, the Ohlone Mutsun natives of the territory, did not like the constraints of the missions. They traversed the land up through the valleys, up here into Indian Canyon, and it was a safe haven. And the Spaniards didn't know the land, couldn't get them, and so when I say post-contact, it's contact of other entities. And so Indian Canyon has always been a safe haven. Here in the 21st century, it is a safe haven for all Indigenous people in need of land for ceremony. And we have intertribal nations, international nations from all over come up here for ceremony, because connecting to the land and being one with one's spiritual identity and prayers is just beneficial for the community. So we have had travelers from Alaska, from Mexico, from New Zealand, from Australia, and they come here and connect with the land, because I believe some people do suffer from NDD, Nature Deficit Disorder. And I am the daughter of Anne-Marie Sayers. Anne-Marie Sayers is a well-respected elder of the community, and she has done so much for one, reattaining the land, because this land was put in trust. It was signed over by President Taft in 1917, put into trust to my family, identifying us as local Indigenous natives. And then there was a time where it was out of trust, and it was with the BLM and the BIA, and my mother had less than 3% chance of reattaining the land, and she utilized the Allotment Act of 1887 to get it back. She had the support of the community, but a lot of criticisms. Less than 3% chance, you can't do it. But a lot of people are like, you can do it, you can do it. And so she, for one, became the chairwoman of Indian Canyon, and she became the founder of Costanoan Indian Research. Costanoan Indian Research is our nonprofit organization, our 501c3, that just turned 30 in 2015. So excited, and we have many plans to do great things, but we are a grassroots nonprofit, less than $55K a year, and we do receive small grants for efforts such as our annual storytelling gathering, which last year we had 300 attending, and that storytelling was with many California Native storytellers and dancers, Mexica dancers, and local activists, and we engage the community as a fundraiser to help our little nonprofit. We are off the grid. We are in a log cabin, and we just are here to sustain the land and open it for all Indigenous people in need of land for ceremony and for education. So we have field trips that come up, 4-H and Boy Scouts come up. We have Indigenous botanical restoration projects. We have so many things that go on. The San Francisco State University field trip turned into a public field trip, walk the land potluck. So I turned it into a larger gathering because it seems Anne-Marie and myself have limited time, and we invite people to come to the canyon to learn about the canyon. We take that out of our own time, our own dime, just to offer education to any age group.